Hello everyone, it's me, Powerful Swagger again, and today we're going to do another Reddit reading. I didn't get too much traction, like view-wise, but it's something I enjoyed doing, so I figured why not do it again. Today's story is another Am I the Asshole? This was under the Hot tab for today's post, so it's a relatively new post. Let's see, what is it? 3 hours ago that this post was made. Am I the a-hole for telling my friend that I'm sorry her parents don't love her as much as mine love me? Ooh. I mean, I guess it depends on the context of it all, but it doesn't sound all that great. There are two adults though, so let's dig into it. I, 22 female, have a friend named Amy, 22 female, who I met in college. Currently, we are in our last semester of college. I live alone, but she shares her apartment with two other people. We never really spoke about our finances much, but I know that both our parents currently pay our rent. The issue started when we talked about our future plans. I told her I'm probably going to get a job and do my master's at the same time so that I can save up a little, but also to finally have my own money to spend on some things that I love and to travel. She laughed at me and asked what kind of salary I expect while working part-time to be able to afford all that. I shrugged and I said I didn't have any expenses that I'd need to cover really, just food and that's it. She looked shocked and asked me about rent and stuff, and I said my parents will be paying for it. She then went on a rant about becoming an adult, how she can't wait to be independent and how she doesn't want to take money from her parents and stuff like that. For the most part, I tried to nod my head and listen to her, but then she said something like, I'd feel like a bad daughter if I were you, and that made me feel embarrassed. So the other lady is not strong, starting off strong. You shouldn't feel bad that your parents want to help you. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't your parents want to help you? It's like the base of what your parents should want to do. So yeah, the friend's definitely starting off on the wrong foot here. My parents want to pay for my apartment. They can easily afford it, and I'm not the type of person to be ungrateful for it. I spend a lot of time with them. I know they don't lack money for anything. They travel, own their own house, have a good retirement plan. They don't mind paying for me, and I don't mind taking it. We have a good relationship. I know this won't last forever, and I don't expect it to. Just a few years until I finish my degree and get a higher paying job. I got annoyed and told her to drop it. We can talk about something else, but she continued talking about how her parents want her to be a real adult and how I'll never want to be ambitious unless I struggle and just more and more nonsense. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Not sure how important it is, but between the two of us, my grades are significantly better, and I'm a few exams ahead of her in terms of passing this semester. I don't really see what that has to do with the situation. She's like, yeah, I'm more responsible. I just cut her off and said, well, I don't know, maybe my parents love me more than yours love you, so they want to pay. I'm sorry for that. Can we now talk about something else? Yeah, it's a little petty. We didn't talk sense, and I do feel bad because I know that love has nothing to do with money, and looking back, it's such a rude thing to say. But I just said it to shut her up because she was insulting me and calling me spoiled for no reason. I wasn't even the one to start the conversation, nor did I probe into her finances. She's the one who kept it going. Ever since that day, I feel a pit in my stomach, and I really didn't want to insult her. Her friend seems like the bigger asshole here because she's like, oh, my life is like this, so your life should be like that too. And since it's not, you obviously don't have ambition. Like, that's 100% not true. I mean, she's super lucky. She has parents willing to help her to that extent. That is absolutely awesome. Which it sounds like her parents also help her. She's like, oh, I'm trying to get out from under them. But they're still helping you. Whether the fact that you're trying or not, they are still helping you. So to take the stance like, oh, you're an ungrateful daughter, you're a bad daughter, that's, I mean, by that same weight, so are you. Because though, like, if you truly wanted to be carrying your own weight, you could not have them paying for your apartment at all. But instead, you take their kindness because they're your parents. You love them and they love you. So you're taking the help they are more than willing to give. What is the problem with somebody else doing that? So yeah, I'm going to say not the asshole from the poster, or maybe a, like, light asshole, because yeah, the whole maybe my parents love you more than your parents love you. That is kind of a dick thing to say. But if she's sitting there just, like, trashing you, then it's a reasonable response. If you tell her multiple times, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore, she keeps going on about it, calling you spoiled and telling you you don't have ambition and all these other things, I would get wanting to react to that. That's not cool of this supposed friend to be treating her that way. So her reaction, though was a little harsh, was a reasonable reaction in the situation. What the comments say here. Eesh, you are definitely an asshole for saying such a thing. Money does not equate love ever. That said, she was an asshole for not dropping the subject earlier and trying to make you feel like you were taking advantage of your parents. Both of you have loving parents. They may not have the same amount of money, but besides that, they can have different ideas about best ways to support your careers and lives. In this case, since you do have better grades, you are perhaps a better candidate for a master's program, which in the long run will make continuing to support you a good investment. She may want to continue her education, but her parents have decided they will not support her past her bachelor's. That doesn't mean they don't love her as much. They may have limited funds, know she has roommates to reduce expenses, or they may rightly believe she's not a good candidate for an advanced degree. But you have to see that she is trying to reconcile her situation and yours without thinking her parents don't love her. Certainly there are students who want to stay in college at their parents' expense for as long as possible and avoid having to take care of themselves financially. I don't think that applies to either of you. And I assume that if OP's parents change their minds and decide to no longer pay her rent by her own logic, then that proves they don't love her either. I don't think she even said, like, it's not, she wasn't trying to, oh, this is how I truly feel. It was a reaction. Here is OP's response to that comment. I don't really believe that money equates love. As I said, my relationship with my parents is amazing. They're supportive and we spend a lot of time together. The comment was said in a more sarcastic tone. I felt like I had to defend myself from all the insults. I understand it was a childish comment. I will be apologizing, but probably won't be mending the friendship after that. Which is reasonable. Yeah, it's everybody in the comments are, you shouldn't have said that, you're wrong for saying that, so you're the asshole. I'd say soft asshole. Like I said, she reacted to her friend constantly bashing her. So, though she could have reacted better, it seems like it was just in the moment kind of thing. And she even said in that comment, she plans on apologizing to her. So I feel like she recognized what she did was wrong, but I bet her friend has not even thought about apologizing. So I would say her friend is definitely the bigger asshole out of the two. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this situation. I'd love to hear everyone else's. Comment down below and we can talk about it. I appreciate you clicking on this video. You can find this and all my other content across social media such as Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. They're all Powerful Swagger, spelled the way it sounds. And then you can find my content on TikTok as well, PWFLSWGR. I also broadcast games on Twitch. That's also Powerful Swagger. So again, thank you everyone for clicking on this video. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And remember, try to be kind out there.